Hi everyone, I'm Patrick DeBello with the Syracuse Fitness Center. Today we're going to talk about shoulder mobility, specifically a couple of drills that I really like to use as a shoulder warm-up and mobility drills. So I'm going to demonstrate them facing the wall, and I'll talk you through them so you have an idea of what you're doing and why. The goal here is to reach towards your shoulder blades with your hands. Okay, we want to do this without compensating in other parts of the body. So we can compensate by moving our shoulders, by bending a little bit. We can also compensate or cheat by adjusting our hand. And I'm going to show you how not to do that. So the first exercise, you're going to stand up nice and tall, hands by your side, and you're going to reach back with one hand and try touching the opposite shoulder blade. Just like this. You don't have to force it. Notice like we're not moving around like this. We're standing up nice and tall. The shoulders stay square the whole time and you're just reaching like this. Notice how my palms are staying flat the whole time as opposed to something like this. See how I can get my hands higher like this than I can like this? But we're getting out of the shoulder mobility when we turn the hands and turn the fingers towards the body. Okay, so keep standing up nice and tall, keep the hands flat. The back of the hand is going to touch your back. The palm's going to be facing out. That's the first drill. The second one is very similar, except we're going to use both hands at the same time. So now our range of motion is going to get taken away a little bit, most likely. One hand, you can get a little bit higher up, but once we do both at the same time, it requires a little more demand and the range of motion isn't there. So same thing, I could get higher by doing this. See how I'm like almost going into a fist? I'm cheating a little bit. You want to try and keep this. It's not as far up my back, but it's more beneficial. The third one, now we're going to alternate. One hand's going to come down, the other hand's going to come up. Like this. Notice again, I'm not compensating. I want to keep my hands nice and flat and have my fingers towards each other. Over time, the more you do this exercise, the more you can close that gap between your fingers. But I don't want you to compensate or force it. I just want you to nice and gently go through this range of motion. If you consistently do this stretch in these workouts, you're going to get more range of motion. You're going to get more flexibility. It's going to be funny because at first you may not be even close to touching your fingers. And then it may take a month or two, maybe even 3. The body needs to adjust and open up, but eventually you're going to start to get really close to touching those fingertips. When you notice that, other forms of movement are going to become easier, right? Because this range of motion is going to translate to other things in your life. When you have the ability to touch like this, it just means that this arm can rotate freely in a decent range of motion. Okay, it's not the end-all be-all, but it's a great goal to shoot for. I really hope this exercise helps you out. It's one of my favorites. Enjoy. If the video helped out, please like and subscribe. We'll see you back next time.